Hello, my name is Marvin Oxenham and I am the program leader of LST's Postgraduate Studies in Theological Education, and this brief video would like to introduce these courses to you. They represent a unique opportunity to gain professional training in theological education. It is a distinctive set of programs that represent a unique opportunity for theological educators, or those who would like to be theological educators from all over the world, to obtain a much desired professional training. It is no secret that teachers in Bible colleges and seminaries all over the world are traditionally trained in theology, but not necessarily in education. LST is working together with strategic international partners from all over the world who are involved in theological education in providing a series of highly flexible and internationally deliverable courses in the discipline of theological education, from a foundational postgraduate certificate all the way up to a full MA program. Are these programs for you? Perhaps you are currently a theological educator teaching in a Bible college or in a seminary, and you would like to improve your educational practice. Then these programs may be the right programs for you. Or perhaps you are a graduate in theology and you're not certain about what the next step in your life should be. But God is calling you perhaps to a vocation in theological training. Again, this could be the postgraduate programs for you to develop your expertise in the field of theological education. It could also be that you are in a leadership position in a college, perhaps a president, perhaps a dean, and you would need to gain some of the expertise in the things that you are doing best. Having been trained in theology does not necessarily equip you to be a principal or to be a dean or to design curricula. These programs may enhance your professional practice in a variety of ways. What are the learning outcomes then of the postgraduate studies in theological education? You will gain scholarly perspectives on theological education. These seek to integrate academics together with ministerial training and spiritual formation to give you an integrated perspective, both historically and in the scholarly literature, of what theological education has been and is meant to be. You will also have a chance of working out your own theology of theological education. You will also relate the philosophy and history of higher education to theological education. It is no secret that developments in higher education do deeply influence developments in theological education, for the good and for the bad. You will be able to engage with these and be able to relate and filter out what is not appropriate to your context, and perhaps to enhance your understanding of theological education through these particular studies. You will also acquire practical skills in teaching and learning, cutting-edge pedagogy and andragogy of teaching and learning adults, the skills of being a teacher, of being an educator in a postmodern world such as ours. You will engage with issues in leadership and management, coming both from the professional literature, but also as a theological educator, to engage with what it means to be a leader in a theological college, to what management issues are and how you can do these to the best for the furthering of the kingdom. You will also engage with design and delivery issues. Many theological educators, particularly in small colleges, but also in large colleges, are engaged in designing their own courses, but not only in designing entire curricula and programs. This learning outcome will help you engage with the professional capacities needed to deliver and produce curricula and courses. You will also explore the areas of spiritual formation, of mentoring, of character education, these areas that are core to our ethos as theological educators, but that often have been pushed to the sides of the extracurricular. You will engage and explore with how to make these, again, an integral part of theological education wherever God calls you to serve. And finally, through a final research project, you will produce a dissertation piece, which will be a piece of educational research. So you will learn the research skills, in particular educational research skills, and you will be given a chance to apply them to the context where you are working or where you plan to be working. These courses have been designed with maximum flexibility in mind to make them truly a global offer to theological educators anywhere. They've also been thought for theological educators who are currently engaged in theological education. So they have been designed in such a way that you don't have to leave your job, you don't have to leave your teaching practice, but as you are teaching, as you are engaged in ministry and practice, you can study the theory, reflect on practice, and apply it to your context. This means that we've designed the course at 3 different levels. You can take a simple postgraduate certificate for 60 credits, or a postgraduate diploma, or all the way up to a full MA in theological education. And the design of the course is very simple. In the postgraduate certificate, there are only 2 core modules: Perspectives in Theological Education and Philosophy and Practice of Education. Moving on to the diploma in theological education, there are 2 options that you can choose from among leadership and management, designing and delivering, and spiritual formation and character education. For the full MA, you would then need to produce a research piece and engage with researching theological education. The programs are also flexible in their start dates. You can start either in May or in November. The programs are global in scope, although they are delivered by London School of Theology. The team of module writers that we have put together are such that represent a truly global scope of theological education. And both in the delivery of the courses and in the assignments and in the reflection that happens, we wish you to engage with theological education where you are, whether it is in Africa, in Asia, in South America, in North America, in Europe. Wherever God calls you to be ministering, you will be able to reflect on that particular context and engage with the issues that relate best to you. Delivery of the courses will be online. This allows you to study from where you are, although there may be some intensives. They could be residential, they could be done online, and the possibility is to obtain the full MA in theological education completely by online delivery. And you can of course take the programs either part-time from where you are, or full-time. If you wish to come to LST, live on the campus for a year to conduct the entire MA in theological education, to use the library, to do your research, that is also a possibility. This is a sample of a module website. Each one of the modules that is offered by in the courses will have a module website like this, and you can see now we're scrolling through the website. There's an induction section where there's materials, integrated text with video material that you can watch. Then there's a series of study guides. This is the core of the program, and in each study guide you will find text that you will scroll through, a study guide that will lead you through the main issues. Then there will be reading activities that you will be led to, and these are all included in the module website. They are hyperlinked to the actual materials you will be reading, so you can read them online, print them at your ease. Each one of the reading activities, of course, then has some questions to reflect on, to apply it to your context. Some of the activities link us to other sites. In this case, it links us to a video that you will be called to watch and to reflect on, all linked to the particular unit that you are studying. A dynamic feature of the module website is the blogging capacity, and this creates a community of learning. You will not only be downloading and reading material off the website, but you'll be interacting with your classmates wherever they are. So you can see here each one of the units will have an assignment to be blogging on, and here you can see already in one of the units we're doing, we have students who on the unit they've been studying during the week, they are now blogging on a series of questions, applying them to their context, discussing with each other, and with the tutor of the course who is interacting with them with their questions, with the issues they are engaging with. And this is really the most one of the most exciting features of studying in this way, to be able to create a community that's worldwide. The intensive sessions, which you're seeing here, as I said before, either residential intensive at LST or online intensives. These will give you a chance to concentrate on issues of the course. And then of course every module website has an information section here. There's the academic calendar. The modules are organized in such a way that you need to be studying units in selected weeks, so the entire cohort is moving through the module together. And then basic features that will allow you to keep in contact and not feel alone as you're studying online. Other features on the side here, there are notices, there are announcements, there's a student lounge where you can go and drink a virtual coffee, and here you see our students are interacting with each other, sharing prayer requests, even sharing things they're dealing with in their personal lives, and really creating a community of learning of people who enjoy being with each other and learning from each other. So this is just a brief overview of one of the module websites. This in particular is Perspectives in Theological Education. Each one of the modules will have a website similar to this one. What is being said? The following slides will give you an idea of what some key leaders in theological education across the world, as well as what some of our students are saying about these studies.
An innovative program which includes a focus on personal formation.
These new and original postgraduate training programs in theological education, designed to be delivered widely and effectively, will be of immense value in the building of evangelical theological education.
We're honoured to have worked with LST in the conception and design of these programs.
I'm thrilled about bridging solid academic theology with the strong insights of theological education in methodology, pedagogy, and spiritual formation.
We are delighted to see the emergence of studies in theological education at London School of Theology. This program promises to engage a critical need.
The program is for global theological educators, developing a global view while receiving a global postgraduate training.
This is an initiative that has great potential to strengthen the methods and standards of one of the key functions of the Church, the task of teaching and equipping those who will disciple and pastor God's people.
How amazing that we've been brought together like this.
This course has a lot of reading. Almost forgot how involving studying is. I'm really enjoying the course and it's so relevant. I'm so glad to be a part of this program.
The course so far has been very helpful to me as a theological educator.
I just wanted to share that Unit 4 was very helpful for me. It has just pushed a creativity button in me for some reason.
This week's reading have been exciting for me. I am planning now to share what I've learned with my faculty when we hold a faculty workshop.
I am learning so much from reading your blogs. You have no idea how much you're teaching me.
Imagine with us. Imagine knowledgeable and professional theological educators all over the world who can work both autonomously and within teams in a variety of contexts. Imagine theological educators who can adapt to change and generate new ideas in their particular cultures while remaining faithful to biblical roots. Imagine theological educators who hold an integrated vision of holistic theological education and have taken responsibility to develop professionally and personally as men and women of God, both in character, interpersonal skills, and spirituality. We have imagined just these things, and you could be a part of all this.